Welcome back to Universe X, and let's get a couple of things out of the way right off the rip. One, there's a little construction going on outside, so if you hear loud noises, you hear loud noises. Second, just excited to come out with another video. As the title would show, this is another Archetype breakdown, and I think with some of the cards coming out, like, you know, we got some draft box foil, just a couple things. I might revisit some of these archetypes, but definitely we'll do some more in-depth deck breakdowns when I start going to more tournaments and start seeing some more lists crop up. But basically, today we're going to talk about the new Majin Vegeta Bibbidi leader, or Bobbidi leader. And we're going to talk about the cards in there and show you guys some opening combos. So like always, if you haven't yet subscribed and you're thinking about it, think about it a little harder. Maybe think about it to the point where you do. Would love the support, love to keep the channel growing, love to keep putting out new content. And yeah. So that being said, let's jump right into the screen cap and start talking about the deck list. Okay, so we're here. And first and foremost, we're going to talk about the leader. So you got Vegeta and Bobbidi, okay? Overlord, and you already know what that does. You should already, but you can tuck a servant at the bottom of the deck, draw a card once per turn. And auto, add one card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, you draw one card, and this card gains plus 5,000 and double strike for the turn. Then when he awakens, he can awaken at 5 or less life. That's actually very important. And he untaps 2 energy and flips over. On his backside, he's still got Overlord, but his activate main becomes a once per turn, not an auto on attack, but it's still take a life, draw a card, gain double strike. It just doesn't 15 to double strike. So that's pretty cool. And then his last effect that he gains specifically upon awakening is you can pay 1 green, look at the bottom of your deck, and if it's a Vegeta card with Servant and energy cost 3 or less, you can play it on the field. So a very aggressive leader. He's going to be double striking every turn you swing with him, essentially, unless your opponent puts you in a really bad situation with your life. And he is going to be able to apply constant pressure and gain 2 cards a turn. So he's really just a savage beating in that front. Now, where this really comes into play is this card, the Majin Quickening. Field. It's a field card. Auto, when you add cards from your life to your hand or place cards from your life into the drop area, place the top card of your deck under this card. Activate main, if your leader card is a green evil wizard Bobbidi card and you place this card and 4 under it into the graveyard, the drop area, play up to 1 green Majin Buu with an energy cost of 3 from your deck or drop area, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. So as you can see already with this leader, your leader swinging, taking a life, and your opponent swinging at you, this generally is on a 4-turn minimum clock, but we won't let it get that far because of the way the deck's built. So going from Majin Quickening, I want to show you guys the next part of that line, Majin Buu, looking for a fight, and that's the 3-star or the 3-cost Majin Buu that you're going to be looking for. I say 3-star, I say graveyard, Yu-Gi-Oh's on my brain, I'm so sorry. But this is the 3-drop with deflect that you play from the ball. When this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and KO it. So some simple removal, and he just blows up stuff. So that's pretty cool. Now from here, what you need is the 3-star Dragon Ball Parasitic Darkness, and this card gains Dark Dragon Ball in all areas. You guys know what these guys are doing. They're just the catalyst for these Xeno villains. But choose 1 of your mono green Majin Buu cards with an energy cost of 3 in your battle area and place this card under it. Then choose 1 green Majin Buu Xeno card with an energy cost of 5 or less in your deck or hand and play it on top of this chosen card in active mode. That's very important because you can swing with the 20k Buu for another swing and then just drop this bad boy on them. So yeah, play it on top of the chosen card in active mode, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. Cool. Now the last thing, well, second to last thing, Majin Buu Dark Parasite. He's the guy that you're going to be bringing from the deck or hand onto the 3-drop Buu because of the Dragon Ball. Although if your leader card is green, you may choose 1 of your unison cards and remove a marker from it. Non-applicable in this deck. Don't worry about it. So literally, don't worry about any of this effect. The whole point is you're going to pay 1 green to evolve into this bad boy. Majin Buu Royal Absorption. EXP ball for 1 green. He evolves off the Xeno Majin Buu for the energy cost of 5. We just went over that. And auto, when this card is removed from the battle area by your opponent's skill, play up to 1 green Majin Buu card with an energy cost of 3 from your drop area, then add 1 Dark Dragon Ball from your drop area to your hand. He is also double strike and dual attack. So you can already see where the main line of pressure comes from. This is an excellent chain that provides 1, 2, 3 attacks, and it only costs 1 energy once you've already activated balls, so it's very, very efficient. And then if the game goes a little longer than expected, this guy has some excellent recursion skills because he resets up your chain. Now, outside of that, we still need to get there. To make sure that the Majin Buu's quickening, like the Majin quickening goes off, we have a lot of these take from life 1-drops. Dodoria, add 1 card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, it gains 10,000 power and double strike, so that's going to help your Majin quickening go even faster. It's also going to help you apply pressure. And then you've got this card, which is also wonderful, Prince of Destruction Vegeta, Evil Awakened. He's a servant, so he's going to start off statically at that 15k, but he won't be able to untap during your phase. But you have Overlord, so you're going to be able to tuck him anyway. Auto, if your leader card is a green Vegeta card, you can add 1 card from your life to your hand. Or you add, it's not even optional. And this card is played, when this card is played, and he gains double strike for turn. Very important because he is a servant, so you'll be able to add a card from your life to your hand. You'll be able to add a card from your life and then to your hand, and then draw 1 from Vegeta, and you'll be able to Overlord and draw another one. He's just going to help you get into more cards. So those will help Majin quickening. We play 4 Majin quickening, but we also play 4 Babidi, and Babidi's only ability is to search out the Majin quickening. It just needs to happen. It can't not happen. But the thing is, especially with a lot of baby rolling around, that Bulma is a counter 1-drop, and so you can't always rely on Babidi searching out your 2 or so Majin quickening. So this needs to be maxed on both. You need to find as fast as possible. You got your super combo, generic, okay? And now we start getting to the auxiliary cards. This one's still within theme, so we'll talk about it first. Prince of Destruction Vegeta, Life and Death. Servant, double strike. He's at 20k already, so he's going to be a 30k double striker. And auto, once per turn, when your opponent activates a counter skill, switch this card to active mode. So he needs to be one of your first swings regardless, because anytime during the turn and your opponent will counter, he will be able to untap. And that's very, 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 very important. Now moving outside of the archetype, but inside of the main thing, you know, we've got a green deck, so of course we've got Cell Xeno. And when we have Cell Xeno, you need to start being able to stack different amounts of cards. So this guy's a huge proprietor. He's 7, so he's most of Cell Xeno's successor already. But we also have things like Belmod, because sometimes you're left with a bunch of 1-drops, and Belmod can destroy them and become a 4-drop. And at that point, you have a 1-drop, a Belmod, and a Majin Buu. Hey, that's Cell Xeno right there, baby. But you also have the ability to have things like Surprise Attack Freezes. They can just drop in when your opponent has a card that gets KO'd. More stuff, more pressure, more stuff. And then you've got things like Bardock, Awaken Instincts, because you can overwhelm just off of what Majin Quickening puts into your drop area, and then discard Beerus. And then Beerus comes to play. And Beerus is another piece for your Cell Xeno, but he's also just another swing. So we've got a lot of stuff that's just hyper aggro. And so now, what we're gonna do is jump into Untap and show you guys just a couple hands so you can see what it did. All right. So here we are, and we're just going to shuffle again, even though it's pre-shuffle, and we're going to start by seeing the opening hand. See, we want to see the Vegeta, we want to see the Majin Quickening. The Babidi is kind of odd, so it really depends on what we see. Okay, so we see a fair amount of cards. We need to see what we're going for. So we'd be going first. Because we're going first, we can afford to put the ball back, we can afford to put that back, we can afford to put that back, and then shuffle. Drawing into another Babidi, cool, a Buu, and another Vegeta. Sweet. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put this there, and we actually have some really cool plays, okay? So, first things first, we're gonna put Babidi down there, tap to play Babidi, and then Babidi's immediately going to search. Cell Xeno's in deck. That's unfortunate because we dig through life in this deck. Unless it's the last life, we're generally going to find that Cell Xeno in life, or at least can. But because it's in the deck, we're gonna have to see what we can do on some draws. Okay. We have a lot of gas in the deck. A lot of gas. So we're going to play Majin Quickening, and we're going to end. Our opponent is likely going to be able to swing into us, giving us the Dragon Ball. That's always neat. But also putting the top card of our deck underneath. Another Majin Quickening, cool. So we're not drawing dead cards one bit, fam. So we have that, and then we get to untap to our next turn. Drawing. Sneak Attack Frieza, we kind of want to keep that. I'm going to put the Boo here, because we have more than enough copies to be able to use it. And we're probably going to get into it heavy this turn. So the first thing I'm going to do is play Vegeta. And Vegeta is going to take a card from my life, which is another ball, and then put the top card of the deck. Oh! Okay. Critical failure. Yeah, that kind of hurt. But it is what it is. So we're going to do that. And then he's gaining Double Strike. So we'll be able to swing for 15k Double Strike. And apply that pressure to our opponent. Then we get to use Overlord to put this man at the bottom of the deck, and then draw a card. Then what we can do is activate here and play another one. We're going to take another card. Yes, that's perfect. And then we are going to end up putting another card here. Okay. So that's what we got. And then we can swing again for Double Strike. Okay. Now we still have a ball, so we can, if we wanted to, just, I don't know, per se, bring him up to 20. But we've got things to do with that. Now with our leader, we can swing, and we can draw a card from life, and we can put top card from play under here. And I think we got from life, and we didn't actually, so that card should be in hand. I'm so sorry. So we do that, and then we put this top card from play. So now we got 4 cards under here, and we just swung for a Double Strike. Okay, we're at 4 cards in life. We're going to activate this, dropping these cards. Goodbye, Celzino. It was nice knowing you. And this is going to bring out why am I so bad at this right now? This is going to bring out this. Okay. This will be able to swing for 20k, but we've already swung 3 Double Strike this turn, just trying to put some pressure on. We'll be able to, and even if they block the 15ks, they're still dropping cards from hand at a time where you don't have any cards in hand. So now we can alt face unflipping 2. After doing that, what we can now do is Dragon Ball, and we're gonna put that underneath Boo. Turn this man into active mode, and then we can search the deck for this Parasitic Darkness. Shuffle this. We do want one more card in here, so we are going to activate this guy to draw a card. Hopefully it's our super combo. Nope, it's not. And then draw a card. No. Okay. So now we can tap that. We can play this dude. And this wasn't the most fire hand, but you can kind of see how the deck operates. You got 2 more swings there. So let's actually scoop the deck and for this next hand. Okay, that's what we like to see. We always like to see ball. Now what else can we get? Okay, we got a 1-drop. Okay, this hand is not bad at all. I see a lot of things that we'll need. So we're gonna shuffle that, and then we're gonna draw 2. All right, I guess. We'll be going first. Lovely. 8 cards there. So going first, we're instantly gonna charge this guy. Cool. Tap, Majin Quickening, pass. Okay. They're gonna swing at us. Another Dodoria, that's actually gonna help out a lot. And then we get to play a ball over here, which we kind of need. We kind of need a ball. Our next turn though, we're gonna draw for turn. That's kind of rough. I think we just play this guy again and pray that we have one in deck. So first thing we're gonna end up doing, we like options actually. So we're gonna swing with our leader. Our leader's gonna take a card from there and take a card from here. And then we're going to put a card from our life Under here, that's actually a pretty good hit. That's double strike. We're gonna play this guy, swing with him, take a card from life, take another card from here. Super combo, that's an unfortunate hit. That's double strike. We're gonna play this, and we're going to play the other Dodoria. He's gonna swing. We're gonna take a card from life. We're going to play a card from there. Okay, that's not a bad hit. So now that we've got all of that, we're gonna actually activate the main, putting all that down. Cell Xenos in here. We've got one of these in here. Yeah, we have a lot of gas in deck, and maybe potentially not the ability to find it. So the first thing I'm gonna do here, now that that's out, is alt face. We're going to take another life. We're going to get another card from here. Cool. And we're untapped by this point. We're also going to play Bardock, warping everything from here, drawing 2 cards, and then discarding a Beerus to get a Beerus. Now we need to actually start throwing some stuff their way. We really do need to. So I'm gonna start making these 30Ks, TBH. We're going to put this at the bottom of the deck and draw 2 cards because we desperately need a ball. These are actually very, very good. That's fine actually. We're gonna now swing with this guy, and we're gonna put this guy at the bottom of our deck to draw 2 more. Okay, all right, we are a little live. So now what we can actually do is put that down to play this guy from the bottom. We can actually ball on the boo to play this guy. Get the shuffle on. We have to let this guy stay back. I mean, we can swing. We can definitely swing. If we do kill any of their cards, we can always play this. Like if they had something that was tapped, we can always overlord this back to the bottom to draw a card. Hopefully it's a Majin Buu. It is not. So you saw that hand, it kind of went in, but it kind of like petered a little bit. Let's get one more test hand in and see how it goes. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This hand is high-key devastating. Okay, so I'd be going second. We're okay with this. We're gonna put back this Boo, and I think we just keep everything else, to be honest. We still need a ball, but that's actually about it. So we're gonna draw our last card, super combo, cool. We're gonna hit our life, and we're gonna go in. So our first turn, we draw a ball. This hand is deadly. First thing we're gonna do here is play that, tap, play this, get a ball. Now again, if you're facing off against blue, that's hard. There are 3 balls in life, or there are 3 Majin Quickenings in life, so our life is not really gonna be effective. It's going to be energy. We're just gonna be getting energy from our life to our hand. We're gonna swing with the leader. Getting a card from life, getting a card from top of the deck, putting a card under here, and then we're gonna pass. So double strike, maybe 2 damage to got through. Maybe we just combo this guy just to make sure it gets through. Now their next turn, they're gonna swing. That's fine. We get that. We're gonna play 1 card under here. Wow, Bardock and his homeboy just under there. Our next turn, we get to draw. We get to put this card down because we don't need it. And now what we get to do is play this. We're gonna take a life. We're going to also get a card in play. We're kind of losing some of these cards, and I don't like that. So we're gonna swing here, and we're gonna combo that to make it 20k, only so that we can have this engraved just in case we don't have any targets left in deck. Now we're going to swing with our leader, and we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna take that, and we're going to draw 1 card here, and then we're gonna put 1 card under there, play. So gotta get it set up here. I think I'm trying to see what I would want to do here. I kind of do want this to go through. So being at 4 life, I'm gonna pump my guy up to 25 and drop that down and draw 2. Okay. That looks like 3. Okay, cool. I didn't exactly pay attention to the number. I probably should have a little bit more. But now that we've done that, we're just gonna dump all of that. See, and that's where another sequencing thing did happen. I definitely blocked myself from using Vegeta's other effect. But we're just gonna pull from the drop area this time. Play this guy, ball him up. Okay, we have 1 left in deck. I should have known that, but yeah, it is what it is. So we're gonna play this dude, and then we're going to end this by tapping that, and this guy is going to come up with this. See, I've already made a mistake here because I didn't attack with the 20k boo, but that could have been a 20k attack. But I also messed up myself by not overlording this one for an extra draw. So there are things that, like, you should keep up on. There's a lot of small little triggers here, but we've got this guy out now. And we're going to be able to alt face to awaken, bringing up this one, bringing up this one. We can tap this to bring this. We can bottom deck this to draw another card. It's a Dodoria, cool. I'm gonna activate his ability to get this and to get that. We got absolutely no new cards. That's so unfortunate. This is 10, so we need 2 stars worth of heroes, and we just don't have it. So we can't even Xeno this turn, or we can't even Xeno Cell this turn, but you guys can kind of see how the damage goes. I think one more quick one, and then we'll finish it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this hand's pretty good. The only thing that can make it better is like a Cell Xeno, so we're gonna put that back. Let's see, we go first. Okay. So we're gonna shuffle, we're gonna draw a card, and this is gonna be pretty open and shut Johnson. We're going to open up. We don't wanna lose either of those, but it is what it is. So we're gonna play that, tap that, play Majin Quickening, and pass. They're gonna swing on us. We get another Majin Quickening for energy, and we get to put this card in play. Cool. My next turn, draw, untap. All right, that's, I guess, cool. We're gonna play that. We like options, so of course we're going to swing. We're gonna get this card. Cool. That was actually the better play, the better card to draw. Then we're going to put the top card of our deck. Okay, I guess we can just lose all those. And that's a double strike. We're going to play this man, and we're going to draw a card from life. That's actually really neat. Put this card under here. Just losing stuff left and right. And we need to take life 1 more time. So we're gonna swing with this guy who's double strike. I think at this point I'm at 5, so we can't even use the super combo like that. Yeah, this is actually a wee bit unfortunate. I guess what we can do is awaken after the swing happens and activate his ability again to take 1, draw 1, and we're stuck. So you can kind of see that nothing necessarily wrong happened with this hand, it just didn't go right. So the deck has the ability to put a lot of aggro. So we're gonna switch the closing statements and move past, okay? So there you have it. The deck has the ability to put a lot of pressure out. You saw how many double strikes you can get in just as early as turn 2. And it has the ability to Cell Xeno you on turn 2 as well. Now, there are some downsides. I mean, the deck, you can easily accidentally just put crucial cards on their ball you'll never be able to see again. You saw in the last demonstration, I didn't even necessarily sequence anything wrong. It's just that I didn't get another card to take my own life with. And there were still 9, well, there were still like 6 more in the deck that I could see, just didn't get to see it. So it is what it is. Sometimes things just don't go the way you want it to. But the deck has a very low curve. It's able to put down massive amounts, and sometimes the amounts of swings you can generate are just destructively good. So I hope you guys liked the video. I hope I explained everything clearly enough, and I hope you're able to better understand the Majin Vegeta deck coming out next set. And if you'd like to play it, let me know in the comments. Let me know things that you might change. I know it seems like the Majin quickening at 4 is a little cloggy, because it sometimes can be, but not saying Majin quickening is the death of your game before it even begins. So, thank you guys for watching. Like I said before, hit that subscribe button, that like button to show support if you like the content, and I will see you guys in no more I guess, than 2 days with some more Dragon Ball Super content. See you next time. Later.